Dobbiamo andare di qua. Carino sto posto, c'è una libreria.
Something to report?
Perché stanno
My
tutti
husband and
scappando?
I work hard to feed Achilles.
Fermati.
You might have had a meal with produce so
Ehi.
far.
Amira Wolf, perché stai scappando? Ma chi è questo?
Rainport! Now you'll bleed!
And once again, we are triumphant.
Pensate. Dai, l'ho ucciso, tranquilli, state calmi.
Next stop wouldn't be the Charybdis system, would it? You got a
But it
report of a
can't really
distress
buy
call
you
out there.
happiness.
We don't have the ships to send someone that far out.
You want to do some good for the city? Let me know. I'll take all the help I can get.
Mi parli?
Got a moment to hear about the Low House? It mean a lot to me and to others.
Certo, ho qualche minuto libero.
Good to know there's still some folks who can take an interest in the welfare of others. The Low House is a place where folks down on their luck can get a hot meal and a bed to sleep in. More importantly, they can do it with some dignity. No need to beg or steal. Everything's given with no questions asked and no favors owed. I run the place. Have for years. But to do it, I have to rely on the kindness of others.
Beh, mi sembra che tu stia facendo un'opera buona.
Trying to, anyway. Look, I'll be honest with you. We get a little help from some other wealthier folks in the city, but it's barely enough. It takes credits to provide for those in need, and I'm hoping you'll be willing to contribute. If you can spare a few credits, it'll do a lot of good.
Ma certo, tieni.
Thank you. I don't know if you believe in karma, but I do. I think you just earned yourself some.
Ora parliamo dei nostri affari?
Every credit counts. Your donation means someone has food in their belly, or a blanket from the cold.
Beh, fammi sapere se posso esserti d'aiuto.
If you're serious, I'm drowning in work. Philbon Agricultural Systems feeds basically everyone in the stretch. Bless the Philbon brothers. But their latest IntelliWheat shipment is late. I'm not worried yet, but getting there. Could you ask Sarah Philbon what the holdup is, very politely?
Beh, sembra importante. D'accordo. Parlerò con lei.
This is a huge help. If there's anything you can do to speed up the wheat delivery, please do it. I'll have more work for you when you get back.
Va bene. Ok, vediamo che tipa è questa qui. Dov'è che sta di qua?
The rock is surprisingly well fortified. The early settlers here were quite practical.
Esatto. Era
We do
Solomon.
not want to go outside the city walls. Ashton.
Dovrebbe essere qui, vediamo un po'. Ok, qua no. casa sua andiamo. Ciabatte che volano per casa. Oh, sta mangiando? Che sta facendo?
Weston needs to get his brother focused on food production instead of wasting time brewing beer. If I ran things, we wouldn't have this problem.
Che cosa diavolo sta facendo? Sta disegnando.
If you're here for Weston, he's underfoot somewhere. Either here or at the factory. But please, if it's about that brewing nonsense, kindly leave. They don't need any more encouragement.
Beh, strano modo di salutare.
Oh, sorry. My nerves are frayed. So many people coming and going for the company. Weston, that's my husband. Well, he's never been what I'd call a dreamer or a visionary. He's a practical man, good with ledgers and numbers. His brother Henry's the creative one, but he seems to have lost interest in growing the company, and now all he wants to do is brew beer. Filburn agricultural systems could provide the whole of the settled systems with food, not just Aquila City. Seems those two are content to think small.
Beh, la gente ha il diritto di vivere come preferisce, no?
I mean, you're right, of course. But with a little more hard work, so much good can be done. Well, you didn't come here to hear me natter on. Anything else?
Beh, deve esserci un modo per risolvere la situazione con la Filburn Agricultural System.
Well, there is. The stakes are huge. With further R&D on IntelliWheat, the entire settled systems could benefit. Surely that's worth some less than savory solutions.
IntelliWheat potrebbe davvero cambiare le cose?
Right now, it's tailored to Aquila's biomes, allowing wheat to flourish in places it normally couldn't. But if Henry applied himself, who knows where else we could grow IntelliWheat? He may be frustrating, but Henry's the smartest person I've ever met. Just don't tell him that.
Beh, in realtà porre fine alla fama porre fine alla fame va bene qualche sacrificio, no?
Exactly. Henry's pet project is tied to market perception. His beer, annoyingly, is really good. But if we could make a bad batch, terrible, really, his margins are tight enough he might be forced to throw in the towel.
Beh, a seconda delle dimensioni del lotto, sì, il tuo piano potrebbe funzionare.
My husband put his foot down and hasn't risked our core business on this. If Henry loses money here, it'll only be from his pet project. The next big batch of beer is almost done brewing in our factory. You just need to find a way to break in without getting caught by the guard and tamper with it somehow. Then just wait a day or so and see how the batch goes over at the Stone Root Inn. Do that, and I'll pay you handsomely. That's the last I'll talk of this.
IntelliWheat is revolutionary. Why waste time with brewing when you can do so much good and make so many more credits?
E c'era un'altra cosa, mi manda Mira Wolf della Law House per la spedizione di IntelliWheat.
I know, we're late. It's been this whole frustrating episode. Short version, the farming equipment outside the walls needs to be manually rebooted. But the guards aren't going to be able to send people to fix it for days. We're committed to helping the unfortunates on the stretch, but the Ashta are just too dangerous for us to send someone.
Beh, questo carico è urgente. Se si tratta solo di riavviare, ci penso io.
You would do that? If you get it rebooted, I'll get the harvest going ASAP. We can get the wheat to Amira quick. I'll talk with my husband, but I'm sure we could arrange payment. You'd be helping our business too, after all. Just be careful. Ashta are very dangerous.
Ok. Andiamo a fare queste due cosine. Ah, mi ha detto prima di sabotare. Aspetta allora. Dove sei? Andrea? Dovresti aspettarmi qui un momento, per cortesia.
What is it?
Hai qualcosa di interessante per me?
Ah, thank you for reminding me.
Ottimo. E aspetta qui un momento, va bene?
I'll be here when you need me.
Perfetto. Poi ci cambiamo la tutina e mettiamo la più difficile da individuare. Perfetto. E poi abbiamo anche il casco adatto a questo. No, scusami. Casco operativo, eccolo qua. Andiamo in missione.
Perhaps an extra long rest after dealing with Parte.
I get tired of being ordered around. I want to be my own boss.
Ma perché tutti corrono, tutti scappano? Ma che è? Ah, bello sto campetto da calcio. Sono le guardie del muro.
And the crowd goes wild.
Ah, non sta scappando.
City champion.
Ragazzino che corre gridando che ha vinto la Champions è bellissimo. Allora, l'8, temperatura 49, densità finale. Ok, portiamo l'amarezza 160. Oh, io porterei l'amarezza 160. Ops. E adesso che faccio? Aspetto. Perfetto. Poi l'altra missione che dovevamo andare a fare. No. Qua possiamo riprendere Andrea. Posto, Andrea ci ha fatto.
Did you need something?
E muoviamoci.
I will watch your back.
Ci possiamo rimettere un vestito decente. E andiamo. Aspetta un giorno, sono d'accordo, ma intanto andrei a prendere a fare l'altra missione, quindi ecco questo qua. Andiamo da questa parte.
You're new in town, aren't you? That means I'm gonna keep my eye on you.
Ah sì? Beh, allora forse io anch'io ti terrò d'occhio.
Nice try. But when I don't want to be seen, I'm like a Ashta in the night.
Sei una ficcanaso, sai, ragazzina?
In my line of work, you have to be. See, I work for the Freestar Rangers. I'm the first ever Ranger Surveillance Assistant. And that's not some dumb made-up title. Ranger Emma Wilcox gave it to me. So it's official.
Beh, devi essere molto abile per meritarti un titolo del genere.
I'm the best ranger surveillance assistant that ever lived. Someday, I'll teach other kids the tricks of the trade. Gotta prepare the next generation, because I won't be here forever.
Giusto.
So what's it gonna be? Are you gonna be a law-abiding citizen? Or are you gonna be on my list?
Che lista sarebbe?
My list of people who might be troublemakers, so I have to watch them extra close. You don't want to be on my list.
Beh, non intendo creare guai, se è questo quello che mi stai chiedendo.
That's the right answer. I just hope you mean it. Aquila City is just crawling with crime. It's everywhere. And it's up to us Rangers to do something about it.
And Ranger surveillance assistants.
Someone's stealing guns and stuff from Laredo Arms.
And none of the adults believe us.
So we're hoping, you know, you can help us break it all open.
E perché non ti credono?
Because they're dumb. I give security whole list of crimes and leads, and they barely pay attention anymore. I'm practically doing their job for them.
Dai, ci sto. Dimmi di che si tratta.
Certainly. I was doing my ranger patrol one night, and there was a suspicious character casing Laredo Arms. I watched him as long as I could, but I had to rush home for bedtime. First thing in the morning, I came back and interrogated Justin Sneed. And he said they were tracking down an inventory discrepancy. I told him about the suspicious stranger, but Mr. Sneed didn't believe me.
Ma sei sicura che questo personaggio sia un ladro?
I couldn't prove anything, but the suspect was acting all sorts of funny. He was trying to make sure no one could see him. My mom says you have to listen to your gut in this business. I just know he's a thief.
Beh, dimmi almeno che hai qualche prova di questo crimine.
I've checked back regularly with Mr. Sneed. Well, up until he told me I'm trespassing. And he said their new inventory system keeps, hiccuping. But it's no hiccup. It's robbery. This case was too big for just one ranger. So I deputized Emily.
I'm an assistant ranger surveillance assistant.
Or, something like that. And we found out that the thief breaks in most nights. But, like, really late. He's got his own key card. We just need to catch him. Security will believe you.
Ma scusami, come avete scoperto tutto questo?
We did all the things. Crime scene investigated. Witnesses interviewed. And suspect tailed.
Very thorough and quite impressive.
I followed the suspect all day. He had no idea.
Oddio, ma aspetta, tu hai una chiave?
Emily caught him opening the side door one night. That's when we knew for sure we have an actual criminal here.
Non posso credere che ti aiuterò in questo piano assurdo.
It's no scheme. You'll see. Best I figure he's there around midnight. You need to wait for him to exit Laredo, then catch him red-handed. We need to bring him to justice.
D'accordo. Ma non adesso, visto che è ancora presto. Andiamo a fare questa per ora.
Should we warn him about the Ashta? We got a big old sign. Danger.
Tranquilla.
If they open up the gate and go out there, it's on their own head.
Lo so, lo so.
But if they're far afield,
Allora, ci tocca un po' riavviare queste cose. Dunque, robot modello A sembra morto. Poi, qua che cosa abbiamo? Vediamo un po'. Questo è morto.
I hope wherever wherever you store that, the smell will not be an issue.
Ok. Vai con gli ashta. Allora, offline, riavvia l'impianto agricolo. Perfetto. Beh, tutto qui sembrava molto più complessa come cosa. Torniamo alla base. Certo che le guardie potrebbero anche chiudere questi cancelli una volta che la gente è passata.
Outside is really, really dangerous. If you see a danger sign in Akita City, better know we mean it.
E allora chiudete la porta. Vediamo. Quindi l'arredo è qui. A mezzanotte ci torniamo e diamo un'occhiata. Adesso, cara Andreja, andiamo da Mira Wolf.
That bank robbery sounded intense.
Maybe that would change the culture.
I doubt it. Especially if the people who hire
Sinclair's Book. No, non è qua.
Sorry, got a lot of repairs outside.
Hey, no funny stuff with that boost pack. Got enough light traffic.
It amazes me that anyone would spend credits on this instead of taking a trip to see real alien life.
Hai ragione. Magari è troppo pericoloso per loro, chissà. Ecco Amira. Ehi Amira.
The emergency fund's empty, so please, hurry.
Ho sistemato il carico dell'Intelliwell.
That is good news. What was the holdup anyway?
Ho dovuto riavviare i computer agricoli.
Oh, that makes sense. Aren't they outside the walls? Wait. You went outside the walls, didn't you? Please, don't risk yourself like that. If anyone got hurt working for the Low House. I hate to ask it, but this next errand should be safe. Easy. Everything runs on charity. And our benefactors, though kind, I think sometimes, well, get sick of seeing me. A new face may ease up the purse strings, or at least save me some errands.
Dimmi con chi devo parlare.
So, the mayor, Elias Cartwright, has always been generous to us, but it's been a while since he's donated. Brescia Lands is a huge benefactor. Laredo Firearms has been vital for us. Both of those are routine. More polite reminders, really. The last is a long shot, probably futile. But the Trade Authority is incredibly wealthy, and they have never ever donated to us. If you could convince Duncan Lynch to give us anything, heck, a single credit even, I'd consider it a victory.
Posso provare a spronarli con le loro donazioni.
Only if you can do so without ruffling feathers. We need Cartwright and Lance. But if you can, that would be enormously helpful. Once you're done with that, come back to me. If you ever are down on your luck, our door is always open.
Allora, vediamo un attimo. Abbiamo un salto. Aspetta un giorno che la birra sia pronta, va bene. Cattura il ladro alla larita a mezzanotte. Facciamo prima questa qui. E per fare queste qui, mo sono le 9 del mattino. Andrei ho sbagliato. Vediamo un po'. Questo dovrebbe essere la laser leaf. Sì. Ci facciamo una dormita e poi andiamo a fare quello. No, no, devo sistemare alcune questioni. Ma direi che possiamo farci anche una bella dormita. Anzi, se volete scendere dalla nave, ragazzi, è il vostro momento. Allora, sono le 9. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
I was beginning to wonder if you hibernate.
Hai ragione. Allora, adesso possiamo andare alla rapina. Vediamo se è vera questa rapina.
Good day, Captain.
(23:39), perfetto. Andiamo a vedere di che si tratta. Guarda che devo fare per delle ragazzine.
Never ever go outside the city walls after sundown.
Mettiamoci il vestito operativo. Bello operativo. Tuta operativa. Ma buongiorno.
What? Shit.
Sì.
Yeah?
Ti ho colto nelle mani nel sacco, Non fare mosse azzardate.
I won't. Oh God, this can't be happening. Oh God, no. Security.
Everyone, don't move. Don't anybody move. Let's see. If it ain't the hero of Galbank. And who do we have here? Looks like you're carrying a lot of weapons for a nighttime stroll.
Hell, I give up.
Smart move. I got a tip something was going down tonight. Was little Annie actually right about all this?
Beh, potreste valutare l'idea di dare un vero distintivo.
Now that's a terrifying thought. I got it from here. Aquila City owes you again. And, thank Annie for me. Dear God, she's never gonna let us hear the end of this.
Torniamo in abiti civili. Allora, abiti civili. No, no, questo qua che mi dà la persuasione. Più il mio bel cappello da colono. Adoro questo cappello. Cosa ci fa la ragazzina ad rock? Non è un locale questo.
And you're breathing? Back to normal yet?
Mostly. Still feels a little weird
no,
though.
in
Guess
infermeria.
I'm not used to having the tube out. But it's nothing that would keep me from getting back out there.
Ah no, vedi che è un pub.
Seems that way. Need something?
Did you catch the thief? Tell me it worked.
Annie, what are you doing up? It's way past your bedtime.
Mom, I have to know. You got him right? Right?
La tua dritta era giusta. Abbiamo preso il ladro, Annie.
I knew it!
Annie L. Wilcox, what did you do?
I told you about it. You know the Laredo robberies? Well, we caught the thief.
Wait, so that's real?
Of course, Mom. I told you.
She's telling the truth. You're not pulling my leg, right?
Lei e la sua amica sono state cruciali per la cattura del colpevole.
Oh boy. Annie, we'll talk more about this later. But I'm proud of you. But you've got to be careful.
Yes, Mom. I'm gonna be the best ranger surveillance assistant ever.
Thank you for helping my girl and anything else involved. Take this. Lord preserve me.
Emily and I have big plans. Criminals, beware.
Work hard, play hard. That should be the Freestar motto.
Ok.
What can I do for you?
Allora. Aspetta un giorno che la birra sia pronta, ottieni le donazioni. Facciamoci un giro da queste parti, ma tanto è presto. Ho dormito tutto il giorno.
You're probably looking for Mary.
Carino sto posto, si sale, si sale. Guida del pistolero. Aumenta la velocità di ricarica ed estrazione delle armi. Laredo. Dobbiamo farci un giro.
You got guts, no doubt about that.
Grazie. È meglio non fregare lo sceriffo, va?
I'm proud to be helping the Freestar Rangers.
Computer di Ranger al Freestar. Qui dormono i Rangers. Vediamo se sono ancora svegli. Magari hanno più voglia di parlare adesso. Per le donazioni, dico.
We should be on our guard if we venture outside the city. The Ashta are quite formidable.
Già, ma non penso di uscire adesso.
Been up there, huh? Space?
Ashtar are sometimes spotted by the farms.
Ah, ecco, Elias è lì fuori, magari possiamo parlargli adesso.
I think I got them. What do you call them?
I hope Aquila is treating you nicely. Good to meet you, friend. Name's Elias Cartwright. I'm the mayor of Aquila City. Now, I've got a memory for faces, and I can't say I've seen yours around here before. I make it a point to introduce myself to everyone who passes through our fine city. As the founder himself once said, there's no substitute for a warm welcome and a friendly smile.
Beh, è una cosa che apprezzo. Grazie.
You're more than welcome. As I'm sure you know, us folk in the Freestar Collective put great stock in human kindness and generosity of spirit. I like to think that's what sets us apart from our neighbors in the United Colonies. We don't rely on machines or bureaucracy. We rely on each other. I won't pry about what brought you here. That's all of your business and none of mine. However, I'd be more than happy to give you the scoop about the core and Midtown.
Puoi parlarmi del nucleo?
The core is the oldest district and represents the original settlement dating back to the days of Solomon Coe. The descendants of the original settlers still make their home there today.
Dimmi di più di Frank Langston e il tuo problema.
Frank's just the latest owner of the old Hassanove Manor, and he's the worst, simply the worst. But it's been a problem since the Hassanove family ran out of heirs. There's an old wrong the Cartwrights have been trying to right for decades, and hence, well, I need help.
Beh, io di solito sono sempre felice di sistemare le cose.
I was right to talk to you about this. The last Hassanove was Sahar. Sad tale there. By all accounts, when she lost her last grandchild around 40 years ago, well, it broke her. She packed up and just plain left the estate, built some farm far from Aquila City and the protection of its walls. It didn't take long before the Ashta overran the farm, and just like that, no more Hassanoves.
E cosa puoi dirmi degli Hasanov?
The Hassanoves were one of the early families that took to making a living in space. Very industrious, mainly miners. They settled planetside in the earliest days of Aquila City. They helped good old Solomon Coe a time or two, but they didn't fare well living in full gravity after a couple of generations in zero-G. Lots of health issues. Eventually a string of just terrible luck left only lonely old Sahar Hassanove. Poor lady. And those that were healthy kept leaving Aquila. The call of the stars.
Pare che la povera vecchia Shar volesse uscire di scena alle sue condizioni.
A lot of folks thought the same. So I need someone to go to the old Sahar farm, brave the Ashta, and see if she left a will. I swear I'll honor her wishes. Aquila owes her family that much. And if it happens to kick Mr. Big Shot out of the Corps, well, that'll be a bonus.
Sarò felice di dare una mano, signor Cartwright.
You are a blessing. Sahar's farm is elsewhere on the planet. If you can't handle Ashta, please just don't go. I don't want this whole sordid story to have more tragedy. Be careful, and look out for yourself. Like I said, be careful. I'd rather you forget the whole Hassanove business rather than getting hurt.
Sono qui per le donazioni destinate alla Law House.
What day is it? Oh, shoot! I forgot. I'll send over my usual monthly donation to Amira. She truly is a wonder. And with the building project her and Mr. Tate are planning, there may be a day when the stretch is a distant memory.
Ma la donazione proviene dal governo o da te?
Well, from me. Unlike the UC, we don't tax our people to death. The city's budget is very tight, so it falls to the community to look after its own.
Ok, la Law House apprezza.
I'll talk with Amira later. I didn't mean to cause any problems. Between thwarting bank robberies and helping the stretch, you have the city's thanks. Truly.
Ci vediamo presto.
Have a wonderful visit.
Andiamo a prendere l'altra donazione, anzi le altre due donazioni. Allora, vediamo un attimo. Uno dovrebbe essere qui. Al Trade Authority.
What brings you to the Trade Authority? The Trade Authority looks to partner with local governments to find mutually beneficial arrangements.
Allora, direi innanzitutto vediamo cosa è in vendita.
I'm sure something will catch your eye.
Allora, vediamo che cosa. Ah, le armi devo andare poi da là, perché vedere se c'è qualcosa di interessante. Vabbè, queste sono tutte cose niente di che, insomma. Va bene, poi munizioni Munizioni. Tute spaziali. Zaini. Caschi. Questo è proprio brutto. Oggetti lanciabili. La granata mi servono tutte. Le mine. Cos'è questo? Traliccio? Tesla. Poi provviste abbiamo. Adesso me lo prenderei. Anche l'antibiotico. Il paramur mi serve. Trauma pack mi serve. Basta così. Risorse. Telaio adattivo. Ok. Ok. Niente di che. Cioè, ma cos'è che pesa tutto questo nella nave? Mi dire l'uovo. L'uovo 0,30. Ah no, sono queste che pesano tante, infatti. Ne ho 10, giusto. Non ho finito.
Welcome to Aquila City's Trade Authority.
Sono qui per le donazioni destinate alla Low House.
The Trade Authority has a firm policy of not getting involved in internal matters. We're neutral in all affairs of the governments of the Freestar Collective and the United Colonies.
Beh, potete sicuramente donare qualcosa ai bisognosi, no?
Sorry. I dutifully follow the policies laid out by the Trade Authority. I'm done discussing this matter.
Ok. Mi interessa lavorare per l'autorità commerciale.
Certainly. We offer cargo hauling jobs via mission boards to pilots, provided they have their own ship. It's more or less what you'd expect. Bring cargo from point A to point B, get paid for it. If you're interested, I'd recommend checking them out. It's a good way to make some extra creds.
D'accordo, ma tu hai qualche lavoro speciale da propormi?
I do have need of a courier. A simple job. The timetable isn't even an issue. But it requires discretion and no questions.
Vada per l'incarico di corriere.
Take this message to the den. There's a Trade Authority rep there, Marcel. Just give the paper to him. If you could take a roundabout path to get there, that would be best. And that's the last we will speak of this.
Certo. A presto.
If you ever need to deal with the Trade Authority, drop by.
In codice. Ok. Let's go. Ultima donazione. Ah, ecco, così vediamo anche dalla reto se c'è qualcosa di interessante.
Might want to steer clear of the stretch. Lots of crime over there.
D'accordo, grazie.
I think you'll find that we carry fine weapons of all kinds here.
Vorrei dare un'occhiata alla tua mercanzia.
Here's what I have in stock right now.
Allora, vediamo che cosa c'ha, se qualcosa di interessante. Là. Porca miseria. Però ne ha solo 6, mannaggia. Questa è bella. Quanto costa? 9.000. La Prime. E questa è ancora meglio. E pesa anche di... Ah, perché questa è una pistola e questo è un fucile. Io direi di prendere la pistola. 21.000. Ci piace. Ok. Ah, però non ho visto che munizioni voleva. Allora, vediamo un attimo. Vendi, armi. La Prime voleva lei 7.5. Quindi munizioni 7.5 le prendiamo tutti. Ma anche le ultramanche. Ok, queste va. Minchia, sto finendo i soldi. Va bene. Poi avevo un'altra cosa da dirti.
Every gun gets a full Laredo guarantee.
Sono qui per le donazioni destinate alla Low House.
Oh. So Amira has some help? Good. She's going to work herself into an early grave if she's not careful. Laredo Firearms prides itself in helping out all the residents of Aquila City. I'll send Justin over to deliver our monthly donation.
Non che mi lamenti, ma come mai la Laredo è così generosa?
The trite answer would be a sense of civic responsibility. But the truth? Guilt. To achieve the level of success I have, broken promises, neglected loved ones, and tough calls. Donations like this are a way of making amends.
Bene, la tua donazione è molto apprezzata.
You are quite welcome. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Ma le tue armi sono costruite qui in città?
Indeed. As a matter of fact, they're made in this very building. You're standing in the storefront of the Laredo Firearms Factory. I designed and manufactured every firearm for sale here. As such, I can offer you my personal assurance they're of the highest quality.
Sei la proprietaria dell'intera azienda Laredo? E perché lavori qui?
When a CEO distances herself from the customers, her decision-making suffers. Here I get to see what matters, what sells, what doesn't, and why. It's invaluable. Plus, it's better than the endless meetings.
Bene, buona serata allora.
Thank you for coming by.
There's not enough to do around here.
Allora, dobbiamo andare qua. Ah, questo è ancora qua rimane. Non lo tolgono. Hanno paura anche quando sono morti.
Cool space.
It may take a bit of time to acclimate to the higher gravity here. We should proceed carefully.
The contract. Don't let Raisha fool you. She built and owns a powerful corporation. Not that you would know it.
Ho parlato delle donazioni con tutti.
Elias and Raisha both sent their donations. Thank you. No word from the Trade Authority. I'm sorry I even asked. I like to believe everyone is capable of empathy and compassion, but people like Duncan test my faith.
The Jansens are good people, Axel.
Duncan Lynch è un vero e proprio idiota.
I didn't say that, but I'm not going to correct you. Sarah Philborn gave me these credits to give to you for your help with the farm. You more than deserve it.
What about their little one, Liv?
I've had enough of this.
In realtà credo che dovrebbero andare alla distesa, non a me.
Those credits are from the grateful Philborns, not me. And I wouldn't take a single one. You've earned it. I have one more thing for you to do. But I hope it's more of a reward. This is part of the Intellowit harvest. I'd like you to deliver it to Simone Jansen and her family. I want you to see the fruits of your labors.
Amira said to expect you. This wheat ensures my family won't go to bed hungry. I genuinely don't know what my family would do without Amira. And you have no idea how much it means.
E Amira è quella da ringraziare. Io ho solo dato una piccola mano.
Over here in Aquila, it's humbling to see regular people just looking after us. On behalf of my family, of my daughter, bless you.
Poor Mr. Crowley. I swear that killed him.
Proviamo un po' la birra, va?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes,
We'll go. We'll go.
Mayor's all right.
Just need to find a time.
Always painting too rosy a picture,
Hey,
though.
hold up.
Ma mi parli o no? È occupato a far che?
Henry's new batch. How'd it go over?
Aquila's really
It's
the heart
bad,
of the Freestar
Eloise.
Collective.
Really bad. You should have seen Sam's face when he drank it. It was like he was sucking a lemon. Gladys
A lot of
literally
famous
gagged.
people visit Aquila.
Everyone's been talking
Popping back a beer, you never know. who you'll
What?
meet.
That's terrible.
I had to give them all free burgers to smooth things over. I took all of Henry's old stuff off the menu. Can we get a refund?
I'm not looking forward to talking to Henry. But I'll take care of it.
Eloise can hook you up with a drink or a room. I just help out around the place.
Excuse me?
Insomma, ha fatto schifo quella birra. Ottimo. Andiamo a parlare allora con chi mi aveva ingaggiato.
Mr. Tate? Trying to organize something.
Eccoci qua.
It's true. I really don't understand why Weston can't rein in his brother a little.
How much are we going to lose on this brewing nonsense?
La birra di Harry è stata sistemata.
Something happened to Henry's beer? That's terrible. So terrible. But I'm sure I know nothing about it. Here's some credits for delivering the news. I expect that's the last I'll be seeing of you.
Allora, giustamente la puntata precedente, anzi per chi sta guardando da YouTube 2 puntate fa, abbiamo aiutato Imogen, ma poi non siamo riusciti più ad andarci a parlare, quindi direi di andare a parlare con Imogen.
Yeah?
Casa degli Illuminati? Cos'è la casa degli Illuminati?
All are welcome here. The House of Enlightenment is open to all, for we are all connected.
Qual è lo scopo della casa degli Illuminati?
I'm asked this question more than any other. I'll do my best to explain. While we're different individuals, you and I are also members of a common species and a shared society. It's those bonds that make our growth and evolution as a people possible, both spiritually and intellectually. Together, we can share our burdens, learn from one another, and enrich each other's lives. In unity, we find both solace and strength. There's more to it, of course, but I find that some lessons are best learned on one's own.
E sei qui per reclutare nuovi adepti?
Not at all. We don't do that. Well, most of us don't. We prefer to let people find their own way to us, if that's the right path for them. I'm not here to make a sales pitch, just to inform and share. Having said all that, the Enlightened are always happy to welcome new members into our fellowship.
Capito. Beh, grazie mille per le informazioni.
The house is always open for quiet reflection. Come back anytime.
Bene ragazzi, per questa sera ci salutiamo qui. È stato secondo me una cosa molto interessante andare a così in giro a vedere anche come sono queste missioni, perché fondamentalmente finora Blue Scorpion non ne aveva fatta qualcuno di Lada, ma non si era mai impegnato, ecco, ad andare avanti fino alla fine. Ne faremo sicuramente altre nei prossimi giorni, nelle prossime puntate, ma ovviamente non dimentichiamo che dobbiamo costruire un bel avamposto e poi man mano che si cresce di livello poi andremo finalmente a costruire anche, oltre a potenziare ovviamente, ma in particolare costruire una nave, perché ho una nave in mente riguardante un po' il suo come dire, reale passato, ma nella storia in realtà sarà il futuro, quindi vorrei che lui immaginasse questa nave dove poi nel futuro si ritroverà, ma ne parleremo più avanti. Come al solito, grazie per aver visto la puntata finora e ovviamente grazie a coloro che vedranno questa puntata su YouTube e vedranno anche tutto il resto della serie. Non dimenticate di seguire il canale, di iscrivervi al canale di YouTube e se avete voglia di acquistare questo gioco piuttosto che la sua upgrade version, la deluxe, per avere poi la premium, anzi per avere poi in futuro il DLC, l'espansione quando uscirà, o anche altre cose, altri giochi sia per PC, Xbox, Nintendo, PlayStation, se avete voglia, appunto dicevo, utilizzate il link che potete vedere voi di Twitch scrivendo in chat !sconto, oppure se state guardando da YouTube lo avete in descrizione. Questo fa sì che voi avrete un grande sconto su quello che volete comprare, tra l'altro tenetelo d'occhio perché veramente cambiano da un giorno all'altro gli sconti, e invece aiuterete anche il canale a crescere perché ovviamente avremo una percentuale di sconto anche il Gamefiction e quindi avremo la possibilità, o avrò la possibilità di acquistare nuovi giochi e quindi fare nuove Gamefiction. Ultima cosa prima di lasciarvi, vi ricordo che dal 17 novembre 2023, lo dico per chi vedrà questo video molto in futuro, fino al 30 novembre 2023 ci sarà la fiera delle astronavi su Star Citizen, che non è Starfield, Star Citizen, e io farò appunto dei video giocando all'interno, così per chi non ha la possibilità, chi non ha avuto interesse finora, perché comunque ricordo a oggi è ancora un alfa, avrete la possibilità di vedere a che punto è il gioco, come funziona, quali sono le navi soprattutto, perché poi andremo a guidare vari tipi di navi delle varie marche che ci sono. Va bene, detto questo ci vediamo invece domani per proseguire con l'avventura qui su Starfield. Ciao a tutti, grazie, buona serata!